Yeah, a funny thing happened today. I met one of my friends that I haven't seen in years. I mean, years, from high school days. And you know I'm a man of a certain age. And he said something that made me think. Let me take this walk over here. Just walking around the house to see what I need to be doing. It's nice out, it's 80 degrees. But he said something that made me think. He said, man, when we was in high school, when I met you and we started hanging out and with the crew, you was always the guy that was quiet. You sit back and you didn't say much. Everybody was laughing and joking. Yeah, you smile and laugh, but you really didn't say that much. And even when we go out to the movies and play pool or play basketball, yeah, you might talk a little bit, but most of the time you just sit back in the cut. Seems like you're just looking and thinking. And I said to myself, yeah, that's what I do. But he said, I'm seeing you now, and you all on YouTube, and you motivating people and inspiring people, and you saying some good stuff. What happened? And I was like, what do you mean, what happened? He's like, oh, it seemed like you came out your shell. And I'm like, came out my shell? I'm just being who I am. And then it dawned on me. He said, I thought you was an introvert. I said, maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I love being by myself. I write books by myself and sit back and just think and meditate and just think and be in my own head and discover new things and read books and write stories and tell stories, but I might be an introvert. And then it dawned on me. I'm an introvert with an extrovert tendencies. That's kind of crazy, right? I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies. And that's what I want to talk to you today about. If you're listening to me now and you say, I'm an introvert, are you saying you're an introvert? But you like to talk and you like to express yourself and you like to get on YouTube and say some stuff, but you're scared. You can be an introvert with extrovert tendencies. That's what I want to talk to you today about. Because a lot of times I can sit back and read a book, or sit back and have an idea on how to write a book. Get the idea, contemplate in my head, and take 1 day or 2 days, draw an outline, or write an outline, and just start writing. Get everything out of my head into my hands, take the pen and write it out. And I love being in my world. I love being in my world. If you feel what I'm saying, and you're an introvert, don't you love being by yourself sometimes? Just to get those ideas out of your head and into your hands and write on a piece of paper, even if you're not a writer. You want to be by yourself and just read some books. You want to just, sit back, watch a good movie by yourself. And even if you're with people, you're still by yourself because you're in your mind. You're thinking, you're constantly thinking about, I'm analyzing this. Let me see what I'm looking at. Oh man, how can I make that better? You're just looking at stuff and just trying to fix it out. Or trying to fix it and trying to make it better. So what, you an introvert? You love being by yourself. You love thinking in your own little world. And since it's your own little world, you can control your world. There's nothing wrong with that. But it comes a point in your life and a point of your existence. Even if you say you're an introvert, you have extrovert tendencies. Let me give you an example. Dealing with your kids. You could be an introvert. You don't like to talk that much. You don't like to, be in the spotlight. But if your son or your daughter, when they're growing up, they run to you, hey, daddy, let's play. You might say, I don't feel like playing right now. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do this. But if they push you and say, daddy, please, come on. You'll go outside. You start enjoying yourself. And then you start really enjoying yourself. You'll be like, okay, let's play some football. Yeah, I'm feeling good. And somebody say, man, they outside playing football. I ain't never seen them outside before. You're doing what you do. You're an introvert with extrovert tendencies. Now you might be saying, well, why is he telling me this? Why is he making a video about introvert with extrovert tendencies? Because so many of you on YouTube who are introverts struggling. Y'all struggling trying to make a video. You struggling looking at everybody else saying, oh, I want to be like, you want to be like one of those big YouTubers who's got millions of views and hundreds of thousands of views. He said, I want to be like them. And you struggling just trying to copy what they do. Be who you are. You an introvert with extrovert tendencies. The tendencies are, you're on YouTube and you're struggling to make a video. Instead of struggling to make a video, be who you are. You are an introvert and do some extrovert tendencies. What is that? Pointing the camera, pressing record, and talk about those things that you have in your mind. I ain't talking about those crazy stuff. I ain't talking about that crazy stuff you be thinking about. I'm talking about that good stuff that you have in your mind that you discovered. The things that you have in your mind that you want to share. You might want to share that good stuff like, okay, you wrote a book, but you're afraid to share it because it came from within. It came from your heart. Share that. You're introvert. Your introverted world. That's what I want you to share. Your introverted world. The thing that's going on inside your heart. Your introverted world. The thing that's going inside your mind. Your introverted world. The things that you want to share because you know it's so good to you. And all the introverts in the house say amen. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get too caught up with being in your world that you can't get outside of that world and share it with the people that's assigned to you. Because there's a lot of introverts that is struggling knowing that they have something to share, but they don't want to share it because they're struggling because they say, I can't get on YouTube. That's what's in your head. You say you can't get on YouTube. You're not going to get on YouTube. And even if you try, you're going to struggle because you're saying it's not worth it. It is worth it. You have in your mind, you want to be on YouTube. You can see yourself shooting a video, but when you try to do it, you say, oh man, this thing is hard. I'm going to go back in my shell. I came out of my shell. When I was growing up and going to high school, elementary school, I was a guy sitting in the back just looking, observing. Just watching everybody. Well, why don't she talk? Yo, what's wrong with him? Why don't he say something? Yo, he just a quiet guy. Yeah, I'm a quiet guy. I'm just an introvert. I ain't trying to get up and be the life of the crowd. That's for my boy Kevin. Yo, he's the life of the crowd. I ain't trying to be Mr. Basketball player. That's Ryan over there. He could slam dunk the ball, put the ball behind his back and slam the ball. Boom. I got a 2-inch vertical. Let's be real. I got a 2-inch vertical. But that's beside the point. I know my role. I play my role. But it wasn't until, I left high school, got married, got kids and everything. I'm still an introvert, but I have extrovert tendencies. I know what I want to say. I know what I want to put out here on YouTube. And I know I have something to share. But yet still sometimes I'd rather be by myself with a good book or writing a good book. I wrote authored 11 books already. And it makes me feel good because I'm getting everything that's inside out. On paper, out. On digital paper. I was going to say digital paper. See, I caught myself. I was going to say digital paper. Nah, in the digital space. Audiobooks. Ebooks. I'm taking everything outside of my introverted world and putting it into this digital world. I'm saying that to say this. This is not a rambling video. This is a video for all those introverts who want to get on YouTube. All those introverts saying, I'm watching YouTube because you're watching YouTube, you're not speaking. You're watching me out of your world. And you're saying, I can do that, but I don't know how. All the introverts say, amen. Amen. Okay. Let me behave myself now. I'm getting too excited. But if you're an introvert and you say you want to get on YouTube, but you're introvert, you want to break out of that shell because you have extrovert tendencies. It pops up sometimes. It pops up even when you least expect it. But to be in control, you want to get on YouTube, shoot a video. Talk about what's going on in your world. even if it's not as exciting as you think it is, all the introverts in the world be like, man, he can do it, I can do it. If I'm doing it, who was the king of the introverts, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So I'm saying that to say you can do this because you have it within you. So, like I always say, this is my life. This is my experience. This is my time. All the introverts in the world say, amen. I'll talk to you later.